Hello, hello. How's it going? Nice. All right. So today, as we can see, we are going to go back to the rigging of the Theory for the people on the Paleo Ark. Again, if you want to check this one out and all the others, take a look at the depth. I have here mentioned down the description as well, so go check it out. And also, if you are actually into rigging and things like that, also in the description down here, you're gonna be able to find 2 add-ons that I've made. One is for weight painting. It makes things a lot easier, and the other one is this Theology rigger. So if you download it and you find anything that's kind of broken, weird, or any features that you would like, don't forget to, well, send me a message or anything like that. You can drop on our Discord server, and I will try to add the requested features and fix the things that are broken. Okay, so for today, I don't know if this is going to be a very long live, but what basically I'm going to do is I will get the neck and the tail complete, and that will be basically it. And for that, let's see, what we are gonna do first of all is the tail one, because it's going to be the easiest, I'd say, kinda. I want to add some more things to it than I did in the previous one, and the same for the neck. This is why I'm only going to work on these 2 for today. Alright, so let's get to work. First of all, I want all these temporary bones to be on a right collection. In this case, it's going to be the torso one. So let me create a new one, and this is going to be the torso. There, and inside of this torso, I want a let me see, torso FK, and I also want a torso tweak. There, so we can get it to the correct places. First of all, the master, I want it to be seen all the time, so I'm gonna leave it in the torso collection there. And then now I'm gonna look for the FK ones. Okay, now that we got the FK ones, send it to the FK, and then Ctrl F again, and look for the tweak bones and send them to the tweak collection. Okay, good. Now if I just turn it off, we don't have the torso there anymore. Actually, this control pivot torso, I think it's also a tweak, so let's put it there. And this one is part of the torso master, so I'm gonna put it in the main collection there. Okay, so now what we're gonna need to do is to work on the tail only, so I'm going to send it to the temporary layer and solo there. And these ones, they are not gonna be in here anymore. Actually, the pelvis, I don't think I'm gonna do anything fancy to it, and so I'm just going to put it in the torso collection there. These 3, they are ORG bones, so we just send them back to the ORG. Okay, now working with the tail, what I'm going to do here is basically one of the things that I've taught in this channel previously but I will add some new things to it just so we have a little bit more freedom and make it easier to control later. Okay, so in this case, let me see, I'm gonna grab all of these and I will create, let me go back there, create tweak chain. There we go. Just to make things a little bit easier for us, let me grab this one here as well. Oh, there, I want the tweaks. Okay. And now I can find all the tweaks. There, get that one as well. Control C, copy bone shape. Okay, so now we have these throughout the tail. That's good and all, but I think I'm gonna have to decrease the size of these a little bit, just so they can be seen better. So they're gonna check all of those and go down here. Alt. Come on, let's go. Okay, Alt. Let me put this one there, and let's bring them down to around here, I guess. Let me see. Put it up a little bit more, and then this one. We will remove it, make it smaller, and that one, this one is also fine. Let's bring these ones down. There, they are good. These ones down are good. Now these ones, make them smaller as well, just these two, and okay. With this, we should be fine. So basically what we did here was just add, let's go, this thing to the tail. So this tweak control. So there, we have it back here, we have it there, we have it here as well. Okay, these are all fine and all, but still I want to control the tail using like FK controls. And to do that, we can simply select all of these. There. They are all part of the tweak chain. And then I can click this button, FK from tweak chain. There we go. It's created something. It's not very beautiful. Most likely because I have these being the only one actives. So let me check. If I click this again, there is something really weird happening here. So let me check. Okay, recreated these. They are good. The only thing is, let me see. Oh, do you have anything weird in the... nope. Doesn't look like it. And they are working fine. Wait, what? Oh well. Okay, so if they are working just fine, then we can keep them here. Okay, now that we have the FKs back here, let me just move it on the Z-axis by like 2. And let me see, what is this? Okay, the tweaks. Yeah, the tweaks, they are there. All right. Now, what we're gonna need to do is just select these guys that we have already here selected. One thing, actually, let me grab all of them, Ctrl Z, and put them back down there. Okay, so now I'm gonna get this FK one, and I will use this opportunity to isolate this bone. Okay. Just isolated it. Now we are good. We're gonna see it later. For now, let's just hope that it's already in the correct place. So there we go. FK. Move these. 2 units up. Okay, just so we can see what's happening. And let me see if this is actually going to work correctly. And for that, create rotation chain. And let me see. And okay, let me see. So this one is saying that this is the FK. So it's actually not going to be the FK. We're gonna change it to be something different. Let me see this. Okay, this one is working fine. This one is working fine. This one is still working. This is good. Now we just need to change the things a little bit because these are going to be the chain ones. So let's get all of these big ones. So those on there. And they are going to be the bones that are going to control the whole chain. So there, Ctrl F2, change this to bones, and then this is going to be, instead of FK, we're gonna call it chain. So let's see. Yeah, control, chain, tail. Nice. Now we can look for the FKs again. And here we can replace tweak with nothing. So control FK tail 001, and yeah, that's all good. Now we can simply select all of it, go back to edit mode, G, Z twice, -2, and they are back in place. Okay, so basically now what we have is if I move this chain, oh, not the ORG, the chain, control chain, it's going to rotate the whole chain like that. If I rotate the FK, it's going to rotate just the FK. And I still need, well, I still have the control, the individual controls here. So that. So pretty handy. This is a really handy thing to have to make some micro adjustments and stuff like that. Okay, so now basically then what we have to do is to add some interesting shapes to it, and just to make it be easier to see. Alright, so let's see what we're gonna have. The chain, control chain tail, I'm gonna use this guy, this rigging thing. Let me see if we have anything that's actually interesting for the tail here, and I don't think so. So if that's the case, then what I will do is I will bring this here up, change it into the asset browser, and I want the Blender assets. It's simple, if I'm not mistaken. It's Y central line, I guess. Let me check. Yep. Okay, so these are basically shapes that I have pre-made just to make things a little bit easier. So the only difference in this one is that it is a circle, but it has a line in the middle, like that. Just so I have an idea how this circle is rotating. Because if it rotates on the Y-axis here, if it doesn't have that line there, I don't know it's rotating or rotated. So yeah, that's basically the idea. Let me get this guy back to the timeline, bring it down. Oh boy, let me get the screencast also there. Alright, let's see. Completely forgot about that one, but yeah. Okay, so that we don't need to see the widgets thing. Go back to the pose mode, and well, Now we can select all the controls that we have. So control there, Shift H, and then we can select the FK, well, not FK, what is the name? Tweak there, and hide them. And now all of these we can add the same shape. So there we go down here and search for the Y center line. Right click there, copy to selected, and everybody is with the same shape. Okay, now one thing that I see is that we can increase the size of it. Something like this should be fine. Yep. So how is it going to work? Big ones control the whole chain. The smaller ones control it locally. That's basically it. And then we have inside of it the spheres that control it like this by moving. Okay, so that's pretty nice there. Let's not forget to save. And since we created the isolation mechanic there, we now have the option to make it trigger or not. What does it do actually? Hi. How's it going? Okay, so at the moment, as we can see, this is not following the tail there, but that's mainly because we don't have what it needs following the pelvis there, which is, if I am not mistaken, this MCH FK tail. Yup, this one should be following that one there. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Just started working on this guy here again. Last week was a little bit busy, so I was not able to get the lives going again. But this week we should be fine. Alright, so we got here the pelvis moving, but as we can see, the tail does not follow the rotation. Yeah, thank you. Now the thing, if we want it to actually follow, we're gonna need something like this here, this isolate property. Before the live, I got this script here pre-made. It's already like recycled from a previous dinosaur that I was working with. So yeah, if you can recycle things, it makes it a lot faster. So yeah, this is basically it. By the way, if you are interested in this script, I can send it to you as well. Just leave me a message or something like that. Does talking about your work help you concentrate? Kinda, actually, because I used to teach languages, and so I needed to talk. So I'm kind of used to it. Basically, what I'm doing here is explaining what I'm doing, while I am doing it. So it's pretty much no energy lost in here. It's just the same. So let's see. Okay, so the script is done. We just need to get it to work with this guy, which is, I just need to get this MCH int that was created and get here. And right click this one. Let's go Blender. Work with me. Okay, okay. Copy as a new driver and paste it here. And there we go. Now if I put it all the way to 1 and I move the pelvis, we can see that the rotation follows it. Yeah, it's kind of complicated at first, but after some time it just become a natural thing. But yeah, it's good, it's good. Get things like this also helps me know what exactly I'm doing, because since I have to explain what I'm doing, then I really need to know what I am doing. So when explaining it, I can kind of see what parts I'm not very knowledgeable about, and then I can have to search about it. Yeah, so it's a pretty nice thing to do. Okay, so with this we have the tail complete. Then if we do have it, we just need to create a new layer, well, collection for that. So there, tail. And for the tail, let's see what I'm going to do in this. I want the, oh boy, I want the FK. So tail FK. Actually, let me call it tail control and tail tweaks. Tweaks. And that. So this way we can get rid of the MCH ones and get only these ones. So ORG, do we need that? Nope. We don't need the ORG things. Why are these here? Ah, okay. So they are the torso. Okay, yep. So now we can just hide all the ORG. Well, that's not gonna find it because it's all lowercase. So ORG, there. Okay, just hide. And then I can grab all the bones on the tail. And Shift H to see only them. Let's get the tweak ones. So tweak goes to tweak there. Let's see. Okay, they went to the right place. Now we're gonna, yeah, these are the ones that they are all controls, so we can just select all of them. There, selected, and put them into tail control. And yeah, good. Okay, now that we have it, we can then Alt H. Let me see, anything in the temp? Yeah, all these things on the temporary layer now. What are they? This is just the ORG ones. We just send them back to the ORG layer. Nice. Then, now let's work with the head and neck part of things. So all of these, we are gonna do something kind of similar to what we did here for one of the chains. But this guy is going to have actually 4 chains, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be the ORG, the IK, the FK, the chain. Yeah, that's basically it. And, well, there is another one. There is the tweaks. What did that do? Which one do you mean? The tail? So here in the tail, we have this, like the big controller. The ORG. The ORG is getting this tweak chain thing. So basically what I'm doing here for these guys, they are being controlled by these tweaks. So when I move it, you can see that they track to it. So that's basically what they are doing in this case. But mainly, these ORGs, they are a separate layer for the deformed bones. So you would see ORG bones exactly with the same like names as the deformer bones. So the deformer bones, they are going to copy the transforms from these ORG ones. So you can make changes to the parenting and things like that on the ORG and not break your deformer bones. That's very nice to have them. It's a little bit tricky to set them up. Well, not tricky, it's just time consuming. But if you have this add-on here, it's just a click of a button. It's just this guy, like bind ORG. So you're gonna be good. Right, so there we go. Let's get the neck and the head and send them to the temporary layer. Yeah, no problems at all. Any questions you have, just send it there. I'm gonna try to answer as best as I can. Right, now that we have this one separated, we just select all of it and we create what? Nothing yet. We come here and then we create these switch chains. So there, I click it, it's going to create on the x-axis, but it's difficult to see. Then I open this guy and I will put this at 0 here and 1 here. So it goes up. 1 seems to not be enough, so let me put it 2. Yeah, that should be fine. Maybe even 3. Let me see. Yep, that's better. Okay, I need to remember this. So 3, it went all the way up by 3 units. Then now I'm able to work with them just fine. Alright, now I can go back to pose mode. Let me check one thing. Okay. I will have to change this later. Let me see. Actually, let me change it right now. Get all the bones that I have here. Go to edit mode, Alt H to deselect everything that I have. Well, unhide everything, and then A. And I want to disconnect all the bones. I don't want connected bones. They are bad. Yep, they did duplicate 3 times. Why? You might be asking yourself. This is basically because I need these bones. Well, first of all, this one is going to switch from like following this chain or this chain. That's the basic idea. So with this one, we're gonna have the IK chain, and with this one is going to be the Control FK chain, which is basically the same as we had on the tail here. But before that, we need to get the tweaks going. And for that to actually work correctly, let me see, I'm going to deselect that one. Or maybe not. Yeah, I will leave that one deselected because the chest here has already a tweak bone there. So I'm gonna use that tweak to be the parent of this one here. Maybe. So this here should be fine. Alright, so there we go. Let's create a tweak chain. Yep, tweak chain created. Now I can get all the tweak bones that I have in here and get the same shape as the other ones. Let me check. Most likely it's with the name tweak. MC? Is it? Yes, it is. So I can not scale it with the bone. And then I can simply Ctrl C, copy bone shape. There we go. We have all the shapes there. So let me make them a little bit smaller. Like that. Okay. And now with this, we already have something going. One thing that I want is this one to follow that one. So it's basically going to be me getting that one and then shift select this one and dump track. Now that I have this dump track, let me check what is the name. Ctrl C the name there and Ctrl V it here just for consistency. And yep, there we go. Working just fine. Okay, now these guys, they are completely wrong. I mean, parenting wise, they are all parented to the root, as we can see with the relationship line here. They are parented to the root. The root is like pointing to this direction, if I am not mistaken. Yeah. And then now what we are gonna need to do then is just to get this guy. Let me see. Okay, let's work backwards. So we're gonna get this one parented to that one there. So this one to that one. So that parented this one to the same one ahead. Now this one, oops, this one to that one there. This one to that one there. And so on. So control tweak. That to there. That to there. That one there. I think I should make a script for this as well. Now how? How would I do it? I could select both the chains and then it automatically parents it according to the name, maybe. Any suggestions there? Because doing this by hand is not very efficient, let's say. But yeah, there we go. That's good. Now let's see if I move this. Yep. For now, this is kind of weird, but it's mainly because it's completely off from where it should be. All these chains, they should be down here. But yeah, okay. Now we have the tweak bones. We can then just create the chain bone here. Well, the chain thing. Have any more models from the Paleo team in the pipeline? If I am not mistaken, yes, they are. I don't know the names and I don't know if I can say it as well, but they are. There, we selected all of these and create rotation chain. There we go. That's all we need. This one here, we don't even need it. So I can just do this. Okay, that one, and then shift select that one, and then copy transforms. And then we can just get rid of it. Is it tweak? Nope. It's that one, I guess. Yep. Okay, so things like tweak. This is tweak. These are not going to be tweak. These are the actual FK ones. And the other ones, these FK necks. So FK neck. These ones are the other chain. If I'm not mistaken. And I think I am not. So there, that one, this one, and also this one. Control F2. We're gonna change FK by chain. There. So control chain neck. Perfect. Now we can get all the FK ones, the tweak FK ones. There. Actually, it's a lot easier to just find them. And then we remove the tweak thing from it. There. A lot easier. Okay, good. So with this, our FK chain is complete. Kinda. Not actually complete, I guess. Because I want... Let me see. This guy here to be isolated. But I think I will isolate it after. Because this way it's going to be down here in the correct location. So yeah, I'll leave it like this for now. And then we can work on the IK chain. For this one, it's pretty easy. The only thing I'm gonna need to do here is just Shift D this one. And make it a little bit smaller. Click that and then copy rotation there. Why? Because this is going to be our MCH head target. There we go. And this one is going to be parented to the head. And the head is going to be parented to nothing. It's going to be parented to nothing for now. Because I will also actually, right now, Shift D it, make it a little bit smaller there. And then I can, let me change the name of this one, MCH IK head parent. Nice, so this one is going to be parented to this one, but this MCH IK head parent is going to be parented to nothing. Okay. Basically, because this way we're gonna be able to change the parenting dynamically. So if you wanted to follow the torso, you can. If you wanted to follow the chest, you can. And if you wanted to follow the root, you can as well. And this one, I made it like this because of this thing right here. Let's see. So it's all the way to 11. So there we go. There. So inverse kinematics. Then 1, 2, 3, 11. There. Okay. So this is going to be the target for that one. And since I want this to keep in this position, I just created this one with the same rotation at this one, because this way I can click this rotation and it doesn't break. But now if I rotate the head, the neck tries to follow the rotation of that one, making things a lot smoother. The most complex model you've ever worked on. The most complex one that I've ever worked on. Most likely it was the skeleton. There is a stylized skeleton that I worked on. Yes, it is. It's really helpful. But the skeleton, I think it was the most difficult one that I've worked so far. Mainly because I added a bunch of like automatic things. For example, when you moved the foot, the pelvis would rotate to make it work like it should naturally. And you can also like change the angles and things like that to make it move more or less. Also, there is the scapula that needed to move correctly on the back. Yeah, that one was interesting. But thanks to that one, I also got a lot of new techniques that I can use. And also added it into this add-on that I'm using for rigging, making things a lot faster. Yup. But really nice, really nice. Okay, so with this, we have all the chains complete. Then, the only thing we need to do is to get this guy changing from one to the other. And that is pretty simple, actually. Now that I have it selected, and the only thing I need to do is this copy transforms to chain, and then fill these up. So this here, the first one is from what prefix I'm going to copy the transformation from, and it is MCH IK. And to what prefix I'm going to copy it to, so MCH switch. That's it. And this is the constraint name. I want this constraint name to be IK switch. That. And as you can see, the head went all the way up there, which is exactly what we wanted. Now we can just click on that guy again, copy transforms to chain, and we're gonna change a little bit. This one is gonna be Ctrl FK, and this is going to be FK switch. There, now it's all the way down here. And since it is all the way down here, we can simply get this guy that is part of the script that I have there, and just get it from this one, neck switch. I'm going to right click on it and copy as a new driver. And now I'm gonna search here for one of the MCH switch things. Gonna turn this one down there, and then right click here, paste driver. And as you can see, it's kind of really broken. This is because it was only pasted into one of the bones there. Then I just right click, copy driver to selected, and all of them should work just fine. Now if I just move this guy, we see that it moves as well. So that's basically what we want here. So if you want to work with the neck in IK mode, just leave it at 0. As you can see, it has a label telling that it is in IK. And if you want it to work with FK, just put it 1 and it's going to show FK here. Pretty easy. Okay, so now that we have all of it, we just need to get these chains back to position. And if I remember correctly, we moved all of them by an amount of 3 meters up. So we just need to move them back down. So it's going to be G, Z twice, -3, and there we go. Sauropod Therizino. Huge neck. There we go. Just bringing them down. Shift R and... Yep. That should be it. Okay, now let's check here. MCHIK head. If I move it. Let's put it like this so we can see what it is doing. Ooh, that's a nice movement there. Okay. Good, good. Now let me put it to FK, and then let's check if our FK chain is actually working. Let me get this chain 1, move it. Yep, it's rotating the whole chain, which means it's working correctly. Now let me get this Ctrl FK neck. Yeah, it's moving only there, so it is still working. And if I get these, yeah, they are still working. They're pretty much done here, I guess. We just need to get things a little bit more appealing and looking nice, because at the moment it's really difficult to select the bones. And well, there is another thing that I can do as well, but I still don't have the bone collections there. But I need to create them. So let's go here, Therizino rigger. Let's create a new collection. This one is going to be head, neck. That. And then we can call it, let me see, neck, FK, and then we're gonna have a neck, IK, and we are also gonna have neck, weeks. So from here, we can search for tweaks, so tweak. There it should be. Okay, send them there. Let's check for the FK ones. So FK ones are gonna come here, but I also want the chain ones to be there. So chain there. Okay, now I want the IK ones to be in IK. And yeah, that should be it. Let's get the ORG ones. They are going to go for the ORG layer, and the MCH ones, MCH switch ones, they are going to the MCH layer. So now I can just bring these all back here. Oh well, yep, they are not going to show because I have this damp thing turned on. So let's get the torso and the other things out. This one I want it to be on MCH, and this one head parent, I will need to work on it right now actually. Okay, to make this one work as it should, I'm gonna need to set the parenting of it automatically according to this here. So for that, I'm using a armature constraint, and since I have root, chest and torso, I will have to add 3 target bones, and they are all going to come from the same armature. Armature, armature, and armature. First of all, root, put it there. The second one is going to be the chest. I want the control chest, no, ORG chest. And that's the one, and the last one is going to be the... No, actually, it's... Whoops, it's the opposite. Well, it doesn't really matter. So ORG chest, and this one's going to be from the control torso. Okay. So now I can right click here, copy as a new driver, paste it here, and edit. And then, now that I have this little thing there, I can change it to scripted expression. And I can see that the value right now is 0, and it's put at root. So I just need to come here and put equal 0. And then it's going to give me the value of 1. Now, I'm going to copy, well, this one. So copy driver and paste it down to this one, paste it down to this one as well. The chest will be 1, so I can simply double click here and change the expression to 1. And the torso, I can simply double click there and change it to 2. And then now we have it working just as we wanted it to. How are we going to actually see it working? Well, simple. We move the torso. So there we go. So moving the... what is it? The chest master here. We see that the head still in the same place. So this is following the torso. Then if I move the torso, now the head follows. If I change it to be the chest, and if I move the torso, yeah, it's going to follow it, basically because the master chest is parented to the torso. But now if I move the chest master there, it's moving the head as well. And at last, I have the root. If I move this, it's still in the same place. If I move this one, it's still in the same place. So I would only have to move the root, and then it would move as well. So that's basically it. The last thing that we need to do here now then is to just get this MCH head and put it where it should be, which is in this MCH collection there. Okay, so now let's see. Oh, yep, so MCH control head, all working just fine. So yeah, with this, we finished the... finished the neck and tail controllers. So I think we can leave it here for today. And then in the next live, we're gonna work on the IKFK for both arms and legs, and most likely also try to do the foot roll thing. And let's see how it's gonna go. So yeah, for everybody that came all the way here, don't forget to like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and well, if you have any questions, then just let me know down here in the chat or the description. Well, not description, the comment section. And yeah, nice, was cool watching you. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it then. Don't forget to save, and all right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.